Going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. His first carry. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go.
Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here?
Hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Hines takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Back to throw. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 58 right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
54.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On first down, Love. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Texans 14, Colts 7.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines, and an alley to run.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Check out. Line 674. Let's hit this ball back.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 5 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They run with Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Love. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Indianapolis.
Check out. Line 40. Let's go. Pick it up, Pete.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Love. And the catch made by Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
That's the way.
They will run with Ware. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Switch gears.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They come out here in the eye. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to the guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass. 58 to Mike. Let's go.
To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Please take. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, D. 58 to Mike. 58.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Luck. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. We now proceed to the start of the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No gain on this defense. No.
3 points down. He's coming.
Here's Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, but I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Here we go, D.
Hey, alert.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Hey, line up, line up.
Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep. It got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 55, Mike 55. We ain't giving him nothing to do.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's see what you got. Alert! Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, 59!
A handoff. Running left is Miller. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Launch 49. You ain't got nothing. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Rip left, rip left. 49. 49. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, Echo. What we got? What we got?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Pardon partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Watson now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just... Now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously, a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So, while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing his lob. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yo. 54. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Throwing now, Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there,
that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Right back to him on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they...
and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is... I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check out. Right, 40.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's got some space here. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 78 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline before, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, check. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go. 59. Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got this down to the 35. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hold the look. Hold.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because we have plenty of leg.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Once more. March 49. I'm coming. 49's the mic. Watch 49. All day, dog. Time to go.
Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On 3rd down, Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Let's get it. Time to go.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Watson to the right side, complete to Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Here's Luck.
They ran that
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. And he's going to go down again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Bravo!
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
We got this.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Vinatieri's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson. And Thomas has it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now it's Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 44 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check out! 40!
On 1st down, Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He's to 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again with Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10 And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down. Luck looking middle, and it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Play. Mike, 55. Alignment. Hey, Sue. Give me that ball.
Throwing on third down, Luck. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Luck. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Called that a very strong gain of 24. To throw is Watson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
58 plus 1. 58 to Mike. I got you. 58, boys. 58 to Mike. Hey, we got to snap the time.
Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it, are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, check out. 540. Here we go.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Luck, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, it was fourth down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Watson now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 55 is my guy, 55.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set, 19. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
Throwing now, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. One last throw here for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Great they try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto, if you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. Hit you throwing, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit you sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up,
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog.